What if I told you that the first 3 years of your child's life could shape their health forever? Because it's in those years when the child builds up their inner fortress. I'm talking about the invisible foundation of their entire well-being, their gut microbiome. It's this tiny bustling city of good microbes inside your child quietly shapes everything. How easily they fight off colds and flus and infections. Whether their body reacts with allergies, eczema or asthma, or just stays calm. Even the way their mood, focus and emotional resilience shows up day to day. And today, I'm handing you the blueprint to build it right from day dot and walk you through the biggest needle movers to support your child's gut health and therefore overall health of the body and the brain. Hi guys, I'm Leilani. I'm a qualified microbiome nutritionist and a chef, plus I'm a super busy mom. Now I release weekly videos, cooking classes, hot topic talks to level up your gut health with practical, simplified science for your busy life. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you can get the tricks that can literally change your family's health forever. From those crucial first baby months to the lick everything including the floor toddler years, I'll also tell you what to do if your child, say, didn't get the smoothest start to life. Maybe they needed antibiotics, or they were a C-section baby, or they needed to be just formula fed. There's no judgment here, by the way. I'll show you how to mitigate the microbiome hit and help rebuild their gut health. This isn't about being the perfect parent. It's about getting a few things right and sometimes hiding in the pantry with chocolate that you don't want to share. Because parenting is truly the hardest job in the world. Physically, emotionally, mentally, but it's also the most rewarding. And I know every parent wants the best for their family's future. And that's what I am here to help you with. So if you're having a baby or already have kids, or you just want to raise super healthy humans, this video is a must watch. Stick around to the end of this video to grab your downloadable cheat sheet for this hot topic and discover one unusual way to boost your family's microbiome that you've probably not thought of. All right, let's get into it. Research now shows that the first 2 to 3 years of life is the critical window of opportunity to set your child up for their long-term health. Think of it like building a gut health house. Those first years are when you pour the concrete and set the structure of the house. If that foundation is strong, your child can easily weather life's storms, the colds, the stress, the toxins, and yes, even the occasional cupcake and mystery lollipop from the playground. But if the foundation is weak, well, it's like building a wobbly shack in a windstorm. You can fix it later, but it's like trying to renovate a house while living in it. It's messy, it's slow, and it's exhausting. So what's the magic foundation? It's your child's microbiome, that ecosystem of trillions of microbes living inside them, and you. In the beginning of every human life, that internal city is under construction. And how well it's built will impact the rest of their life because it barely shifts once it's established at that 3-year-old mark. The gut microbiome is the headquarters of the body, and it heavily influences every other part of the body. Check out my talk on the gut health essentials if you want to kind of understand more about this. But just know it is a big player in health because it trains and strengthens the immune system, it boosts brain development and mood, it shapes metabolism and really long-term health. So things like the risk of obesity, diabetes, and chronic issues are tied to the microbiome. A diverse, robust microbiome equals a resilient, healthy house for life. But a fragile, patchy microbiome equals future renovations, digestive drama, allergies, eczema, ADHD, the works. The good news is you can be the architect. And so if you love a jaw-dropping study, Landmark Cell paper found that 80% of kids who built a strong microbiome by the age of 1 avoided allergies and asthma by 5. Kids with less diverse microbiomes were 3 times more likely to develop those issues. So that's how powerful these first few years are. All right, quick question for you all. Did you struggle with gut issues growing up? Drop your comment below if you're game. I bet you're not alone. Okay, let's talk about those super early days and what matters and why it matters. Starting with birth and breastfeeding. Because the science says that these are game changers for seeding good bacteria. So we'll compare vaginal births to, say, C-sections. Vaginal babies get a microbiome baptism because that canal delivery coats them in mum's bacteria, which kickstarts their gut health. But C-section babies, they miss out and they often start with more of that skin hospital microbes, which is really not the ideal. But the good news is a cell host and microbe study found that breastfeeding can help C-section babies catch up. Breast milk contains human oligosaccharides, HMOs. These are special compounds that feed only good bacteria, like bifidobacteria. They're nature's prebiotic and probiotic superfood. And if you can give your baby as much skin-to-skin contact at this early age, that can really help too, because it actually transfers more of the beneficial microbes from mum to babe. And if your kids are already past that age and struggling with gut issues, and I mean, let's be honest, most of us are, right? Don't worry. It's never too late to start supporting the gut. You just might need a slightly different approach, focusing more on resetting, repairing, and feeding the good microbes so they can thrive again. And that's what I teach actually in my gut health course. Inside, I just guide you through step-by-step with a gut health reset protocol, how to choose the right supplements, what testing is actually worth your time and money, and how to rebuild a strong, resilient microbiome for both you and your family. So if you want to take the guesswork out of gut health, the link is in the description below. At the toddler age, food becomes the biggest player in building that gut health house. If you fill them with the right diverse foods, that grows a resilient, diverse microbiome and kids. But if those foods are refined, pesticide-packed, and ultra-processed, well, basically, they're like bulldozing down that gut health house brick by brick. A pediatric study found that kids who ate diverse veggies and fiber early had healthier guts long term. So like beans and avocados, maybe even a little sauerkraut or its juice. So avoid ultra-processed food because they starve the good bacteria. And the non-organic foods with the pesticides kill gut bugs daily. And it's sort of no wonder that we have an epidemic of health concerns in kids and for adults in that matter. If you're wondering what foods actually build a rock-solid gut and how to sneak them into your meals, my channel's got you. I'm crazy about reinventing the family favorite meals to be gut-friendly. Let me know in the comments, what's your meal you want me to transform? I'm actually doing mac and cheese. That's going to be coming soon. All right, let's talk food, my favorite topic. And specifically, the organic advantage for little guts. Now, here's the thing. Pesticides don't just kill bugs on crops. They're like tiny assassins for your child's gut bugs too. Good gut bugs. The studies show that kids eating mostly conventional foods most often have lower microbial diversity, so fewer of those good soldier bacteria, which we want on our team. They have higher pesticides, which are linked to things like allergies and eczema and even ADHD. But here's the good news, making the switch even part-time works really fast. So research shows that just 5 days on a mostly organic diet can reduce pesticide levels by 50% in kids. And if you're on a budget, I totally get it. Just start with the dirty dozen, things like strawberries, spinach, apples, carrots, anything that you eat the skin of. So quick tip, go organic with dairy and meat first. The pesticides actually concentrate in the fat, which these foods are fatty. Then grains, because glyphosate loves to hide in wheat and oats. And peanut butter, I know kids eat bucket loads of this, and so just try to swap to the better version. Remember, perfection isn't the goal. Even one organic swap a day adds up. All right, let's talk about antibiotics for a second. This is the gut's frenemy because yes, antibiotics absolutely save lives. But for your gut microbiome, they're like dropping a nuclear bomb. And let's be real, they're handed out like lollies at a kid's party. When that nuke goes off, it doesn't just wipe out the bad guys causing the infection, it takes a lot of the good gut soldiers down with it. And if you don't actively repair the damage, the naughty, opportunistic bacteria move in like squatters and start causing all kinds of chaos. Think bloating, tummy troubles, rashes, even mood dips. So the damage control here is, if antibiotics are truly needed, and sometimes they are, here's how to help your child's gut bounce back. Take a good probiotic with and after your antibiotics. So aim for the proven strains that actually survive antibiotics, but make sure you take them away from the medicine. Otherwise, they'll just die. And we're talking strains like Saccharomyces boulardii or SB. That's an antibiotic-proof yeast that keeps bad bugs in check. Lactobacillus, Lactorhamnosus GG. That's your gut lining's little repairman. Bifidobacteria lactis, it's baby's microbiome MVP. Feed the good gut bugs with probiotics like green bananas, oats, asparagus, and other fiber-rich foods. This is the fuel that helps the good guys grow back stronger. Start low dose though, and if you or your kids react to prebiotic foods, it's likely their beneficial gut microbes are too low in numbers to actually break down those healthy foods. And I cover what to do in my gut health course. Keep it simple. Add in a fermented food like yogurt, kefir, or a child-safe probiotic drink once the antibiotics are done. I've got a whole video on prebiotics versus probiotics, aka the feeding the good gut bugs and hiring the new ones with all the research you need to actually make it work in real life. So go and watch that one next. All right, question time. What's the one thing you're already doing to support your child's gut health? Now, here's one way to boost yours and definitely your kids' gut health that may surprise you. Research shows that kids who grow up with pets or on farms have way more diverse microbiomes. So thank you, slobbery dog kissers. And here's the secret, dirt is not the enemy. Playing in nature, touching the earth, climbing trees, even getting a little mud under the fingernails. These all introduce healthy microbes that can help train your child's immune system. Basically, the more safe, real-world exposure to nature they get, the stronger and more resilient their gut health becomes. So let them in the garden, pat, go and buy a dog, and occasionally taste test the backyard clean dirt, and it's a big win for your microbiome. The big picture here, it's never too late, but earlier is easier. If your kids are older, don't stress, the gut can heal. It just takes a bit longer. It's like renovating that wobbly house instead of building it right the first time. And I've seen huge turnarounds in my clinic with the right approach. Gut building foods, targeted probiotics, more outdoor play, slowly cutting back on the stuff that hurts the microbiome is a big one, and I cover that in my course. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Even one small change each week adds up. Maybe it's adding a fermented food, swapping to organic sometimes, letting your kids barefoot in the grass outside. Pick one thing to start this week and just watch the ripple effect. And if you want my free cheat sheet for gut healthy kids, it's a one-page printable with all the essentials we've talked about today. Grab it via my Gut Love email link, which is below. It's perfect to stick on your fridge and actually use. All right, guys, until next time, love your guts.